and welcome to another edition of Duckfloat. This is my third attempt to start Season 5. We've had 2 games, and I've failed to capture them. There's always something that I forget to turn on. Last time I forgot to turn this on. Hopefully it's on. And the time before that, the ringside cam ran out of gas or space. So it's very embarrassing. But here we go. Season 5, ladies and gentlemen. Hi! I think I've got a good feeling about today's game. So, spiel for the first timers. Spiel for the first timers. Good. I don't do cuts. This is all one unbroken take. I'm not like those kids that do the YouTubes and they make cuts everywhere. Anyway, spiel for the first timers. I am lucky enough to live in a place that has a beautiful backyard. And one of the things I do to help out around the house is maintain this pond. Sometimes the water level gets low. I know the water level is low when a duck peeks through the surface of the water, and I can put a rubber duck on that rock. And then I turn the water on, pond fills, duck floats off the rock, and then I know the pond is full, and I turn the water off. That's how it started 5 years ago. And now we've got a big, huge game going on that's centered around it. Let me show you how it works. We have 16 ducks on that rock right now, and when I turn the water pipe on, water is going to swish around and move those solar fountains around. Those solar fountains each have 8 ducks on them. They will whoosh around, and if fortune smiles on them, they will go underneath that pipe, and perhaps some ducks will be washed off. And the winner of the game is that one fountain that can maintain 1 duck by the end of the game. No more, no less. If you have all your ducks washed off, you're out of the game. If the last duck has washed off that rock and you haven't gone through no fountains have gone through the pipe yet, I will push them through in an elimination round. Other things that owe a mandatory push through the pump is spinning. A lot of times, fountains will spin in the center of the pond and not move and avoid all the action. We do not allow that here at Duckfloat. We will push them through for a mandatory pass if anyone is found spinning in the center of the pool. And I hope I've got all the cameras on. Here are all the camera angles that you can enjoy. I've got this one, I've got one ringside, I've got one right on one of the fountains, and I've got one that's 25 feet in the air that's recording every move to give you all the action. And with that being said, let's start the action. Okay. Riverside. I was there once. And now I take the patented referee stick and I ease the ducks out into the field. The referee stick has been in the sun, so it's a little warm. Okay, Fountain 1, you go out there. No, you go out there, Fountain 1. Get out there. Fountain 2 is on its way. Fountain 1 is in the game. Fountain 2 is headed for the back stretch, which he can't do yet, so I'll just sort of correct his... All right. And the game is underway, and Fountain 2 goes right towards the pipe. There he goes. He can't wait to get into that game, or so we thought. There's a large a clump of algae right next to the refill pipe. It might impede gameplay. Anyway, Fountain 2 goes in again. Fountain 1 hasn't moved. Fountain 1 is stuck on something. I'm going to give Fountain 1 a little nudge. Get out there, Fountain 1, move. Fountain 2 is playing in the pipe. Fountain 1 is reluctantly getting into the game, I suppose, inching its way around the rock and headed towards that pipe. Here it goes, and no, nothing happens. So this is the way it works during the first bits of the game. The fountains are daring each other to go under that pipe in a sort of a do-si-do movement, which does not technically count as spinning. And, oh, Fountain 2 almost went through. Fountain 2 is playing with it. So now that, I don't know if that constitutes spinning. Oh, looks like Fountain 1 might be spinning. We'll get Fountain 2 out of the way, and yes, Fountain 1 is definitely guilty of spinning. Oh wait, he's been knocked out of the way by Fountain 2, saved from a certain doom, as neither of them is brave enough to go through that pipe. Fountain 1 is run off to the side of the pond, and oh, and we've lost a duck off the rock. Yes, we've lost our first duck off the rock. Isn't this exciting? Won't you please like and share and subscribe so that you don't miss out on all this action? Naked duck goes through. Another duck is getting ready to leave that rock, which means the back stretch is now open. Fountain 1 is not taking it. They can't. It's not ready yet. Fountain 2 is spinning. Oh no! A mandatory pass for Fountain 2. Have you moved yourself out of it? Are you still spinning? I'm going to give you a little nudge. You can call it interference if you want. Fountain 2 goes through! And Fountain 2 has 2 ducks left on it. All right, now the game's picking up. I'm going to rescue Fountain 1. You want to get through there, Fountain 1? No, we can't get through, so I'm going to nudge you around the other side. There you go. Yes! And Fountain 1 is back in the game. Fountain 1 goes near, but does not go through. Fountain 2 has 2 ducks on it. Fountain 1 has all its ducks on him. And some ducks have left the rock. I don't know how many, but some have left the rock. Fountain 2 tries the back stretch. It's not ready yet. Can't go through. Fountain 1 goes through. I missed it. Fountain 1 goes through and has washed off, what, 3 ducks. Fountain 1 has 5 ducks on it. Fountain 2 has 2 ducks on it. We're losing ducks off the rock right and left. Fountain 1 goes near, now has 4 ducks on it. So, we've got Fountain 2 with 2 ducks, Fountain 1 with 4 ducks, and Fountain 2 is about to take another pass through that pipe. Ram, ram, and Fountain 2 is out of the game. What a shame. We have 1 duck left on the rock. We have 4 ducks left on Fountain 1. Will Fountain 1 win this game? Fountain 2 is already out. Fountain 1 wants to go through. Fountain 1 will not go through. I will push you through, Fountain 1, if you haven't gone through by the time that last duck leaves that rock. All right. The last duck is wobbling, and Fountain 2 still won't make a pass. Fountain 1, I mean. Fountain 1 has not made another pass. Fountain 2 is out of the game. He's just there for camera work at this point. Are you spinning, Fountain 1? Doesn't matter. That last duck is about to get off the rock anyway. You will be pushed through regardless. Here's a real pass. Yes, it's a real pass, and Fountain 1 is out of the game. No winners today. Oh, what a shame. I guess the only winner is that duck on the rock. He managed to last longer than all the other ducks. My gosh, okay, no winners this game. Let's turn the water off. Water off. Oh, don't step on the referee stick. Can't work with a bent referee stick. Well, I'm sorry. I wanted to have a more exciting first game of the season, but we have no winners this week. What a shame. However, if everything has worked here, then you should be seeing this, which is always a step forward, I suppose. Let me catch my breath for a second. Okay, sponsor time. Today's program is brought to you by you, if you have joined me on Patreon. Patreon.com/LeePresson. I'll put it here. I'll put it down here. I have to get everything right. LeePresson.com/ Patreon.com/LeePresson. I have to read the thing down there. Patreon.com/LeePresson. There you go. And there you can go and throw me a few dollars a month, $2 or $3 or $5, just a couple, nothing bad out of your pocket, but it really does help. It really does help the show. So please do that. And of course, always like and share and subscribe to this channel. And be sure to ring that bell. Ring the bell, because I don't have a set production schedule. My production schedule is dictated by the ways of the pond. Woo. Anyway, so you must ring that bell so that you will never miss when I post something new. Also, my band, Presson and the Nails, has an album out. It's called Last Request. And it's a fantastic album. If you haven't bought it, please buy it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I guess that's it. Well, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you all next time for another edition of Duckfloat.
3 rocks, 1 pond, 1 fountain, or is it 3? Start the water, feel the tension. They'll all float. When will it be? Duckfloat. Duckfloat. Duck surprises. There's no prizes. Ain't no gambling that we can see. 16 duckies are the luckies. Water lifts them, and they are free. Duckfloat. 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 Lifting off.
Oh, shoot!